Hello guys, it's Egbo J20 back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Memu app again. This is a follow-up video of part 1 of my Memu app review. You should subscribe to the channel, click on the bell for more videos, and like this video as well. Also, if you haven't watched part 1 of my Memu app review, I recommend you do that. Okay, so anyway, here are some observations that I've made. So in my last video, I saw that some apps didn't want to install, some apps had an error message upon installation, and some apps would disappear upon installation. So here's the reason why this happens. It's simple. Because I got a new version of these apps. It's actually very weird and messed up to say this, but it's actually the truth. I installed a new version of these apps, and that's why they were not working or installing. So to combat this, what I did was that I got the apps from 2017, 2018, 2019 and installed them. I had to basically install the older version of these apps just for them to work. But however, even though I got the older version of these apps, some still did not want to install, and I'll put them on the screen for your convenience. And the thing is, this is actually the latest version of the Memu app at the time of recording this video. This is actually Memu's fault, so Memu should actually fix this up, because I understand why you can't get the new version of these apps and you have to get the older ones just for them to work. Also, I also want to test what if now that I reduce the screen size for a game I'm playing, what if now that if I reduce the screen size, is the app going to run faster for games or something, or will it run slower, or will it run relatively the same as if when it was full screen? So I tested that out and I saw that it still was not performing well. Some apps were slow, maybe even slower, but at least I'm not having that much crashes on my Memu app as I was having before. I kept having so many crashes that this app I couldn't even open it, but now I'm having less crashes. I don't really know why, but I'm happy that I'm having less of these crashes now, so I can record this video. Yeah, I recorded this video. Anyway, let's play some of the Memu games that could not install in my first video, and we're also gonna play some bonus games as well. I got some extra games and I want to test them out and show you guys. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Okay, so let's test out Shadow Fight 2. This is one of the games I tried to play, but it was stuck on installing. So the thing is that this game did not work for me at all. The thing is just that after the cutscene, the game just keeps stopping and it keeps starting from the beginning, and it keeps doing that again and again and again, and the game was rendered unplayable in my laptop. Maybe in your laptop it may not be unplayable, but in mine it was unplayable. So comment below if you're having any issues with Memu or any games that you could or could not play. You can comment below and let's see them as well. Okay, next let's play Shadow of Death 1. So for Shadow of Death 1, the frame rate is very low. If you look at the top of the screen, you can see that we're getting from 10 to 13 FPS frames per second, and it's even getting lower, like it's so dipping and all that. And the game is playable, but it's just that it's very slow, which is why I recommend, if you're playing Memu, I recommend you have a high-end PC, or probably if you have a touchscreen PC, then it would work best as well, because you can have that Android feeling if you have a touchscreen PC, especially one that like you can flip it 360, or the screen is detachable, if you get what I'm trying to say. Next, I played Shadow of Death 2, and the game is also running even more slow. It's just cracking and all that, like it's running much more slower than Shadow of Death 1, and I don't really know why. Like, this is running very slow in my computer, and the thing is that most of the apps were closed, and yet it's still performing this way, even though the settings is set to the highest RAM, and yet it's still slowing down. I really don't understand why this is happening. Maybe it's my computer or something. Maybe if I have the high-end computer it would work, but the minimum requirements on the app state that you can have something of 2 gig RAM and DirectX, and I have all those in my computer, but yet it's not working. Let's just go on to the next game. Next, I went to Piano Tiles 2, and Piano Tiles 2 is working well. I'm surprised that it's working very well. Like, so what I did was that I mapped the keys to my keyboard, so whenever I reach a key I could do that. Alternatively, I could use my mouse and tap the keys. That's if I'm fast enough. But I'd recommend, if you're playing a game like this, a touchscreen laptop would best work. Unless you're probably good at the keys, you can type them fast or something, then that would work too. So now I played Subway Surfers, and Subway Surfers actually works very well on this app. Subway Surfers is working very well. I wasn't even expecting it to even work this well, but it was working very well. I could play the game. So as I said, for a game like this, I recommend touchscreen controls. That's if your computer is a touchscreen computer. But I could still use my mouse and play, but I wouldn't recommend mapping the keys in this app, because you can't map everything, like swiping up and down. There are things that you can't map that it will be difficult to play. But as I said, touchscreen works best on this app. Next, I played Fruit Ninja, and Fruit Ninja was very slow, to be very honest with you. The game was running very slow. I wasn't really expecting this. I thought that probably the game would run decently, but the game here is running very slow. Like, it's running slow, and I really don't like how it's running slow. So next, I played Neon Shadow. When I played Neon Shadow, the game was running well as well. But the thing is that I can't rotate in the game. So if I want to rotate, I have to go to key mapping and enable camera look. So camera look will allow me to rotate in the game. But however, the default settings are a bit too sensitive, so I recommend that you change the settings from 75%, which is the default setting, to something like 25 or 30%, because that's like the best thing, the best way to rotate in the camera in this game, and it makes it to be smoother and not too sensitive. Next, I played Dream League 2018. So the game is also working well, but however, it's also slow. It's also struggling. Like, I really don't like how this Dream League game is struggling. I was expecting a bit more. I thought the game was gonna like run a bit faster. Even though, don't mind my gameplay, I'm not so good at these games. I haven't played this Dream League for some time now, but the game still plays, but just like it's a bit slow. And also, I played Fancy Pants Adventure. So when I played Fancy Pants Adventures, the game was running so slowly. I wasn't expecting this at all. The game was so sluggish. Like, I couldn't even get past the cutscenes, and I couldn't even move in the game. Like, this was very annoying. As in, I really hate the fact that this was very slow. So for the bonus game, I played Hungry Shark Evolution. So the game did not perform well. It was performing so slowly, and one thing about this game is that the controls would soft lock. If I use key mapping, the controls would lock in one place and it's difficult to play. So I tried to use tilting, and tilting still was unresponsive. Tilting was going up, making the shark to go up, and I don't understand why it was going up. So this game was running slowly. So I recommend that you use your mouse to play this game. Don't use control mapping, or if you have a touchscreen computer, you can do that as well. It would work best if you have something that was touchscreen. So what are my thoughts on this Memu Android emulator? So this stuff still has a lot of work to do. So the thing is that they just need to fix this thing very well. If Memu could watch this and they could see some of the flaws, they could actually fix this up. That's all I have to say. Anyway, that's all for today's video. If you have any questions or any experiences with this app, you can comment below. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell for more videos. Follow me on my social media page in the description of this video, and I hope I see you guys next time. Peace out.